moon is in the sky, and a beautiful blood red it is. There will be a sudden and unnatural spike in volcanic activity during the afternoon, so expect to see rivers of lava filling the streets. There will also be a meteor hurricane this evening, so wear your helmets, kids. You know the saying, a kid without a helmet during a meteor hurricane is a dead kid. Now, for today's morning news. Mayor Yu will be proposing a new measure that involves the immigration of giant pillbugs. This act proposes that if these giant pillbugs consume the heads of hundreds of children, they will earn their citizenship to stay in our city. Let's hear a quick speech from Mayor Yu.
Children are the future, right? You must be crazy to vote for this. I must be crazy to have even proposed this. I'm clearly unfit to be mayor. Impeach me! Impeach me already, you cowards!
Oh, that Mayor Yu, winning the hearts of our citizens all over again. Voting will take place until 4 o'clock this evening, instead of our usual 8 o'clock closing time. Seems like Mayor Yu wants to help save time and money. The results will be announced immediately after, and recounts will not be allowed. Now, in breaking news, we have a public enemy in our midst. Normally I would tell you all to stay safe and indoors, to let the police department and their secret security squad take care of this, but this is just too important. We all have permission to attack on sight. A reward will be given to those who catch this perpetrator. What is the reward? It could be a new house, or maybe tax exemption for the whole year. Maybe it's an automatic appointment to be mayor. We'll see once this dangerous criminal is caught and the hero receives their reward. Well, that may have been a downer, but cheer up, folks. We still have a whole day of opportunities ahead of us. Isn't that what makes it worth living on? Knowing nothing will be bad forever? So always hold on to hope. Now, a word from our sponsors.
Chloroform. Is your hobby the abduction of others? Is abduction proving to be difficult due to older age, disabilities, or that you're just too stubborn to go to the gym? Fear not, because chloroform is your friend. Chloroform, the handy-dandy way to get others to submit to your kidnappings. Chloroform, they can't fight back if they're knocked out. Chloroform, your new best friend. Find it at your local Walmart, Home Depot, Walgreens, CVS, or that one guy in the trench coat on your street corner. Chloroform.
Good afternoon, lovely people of Concord Valley. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Now, traffic report. There's no traffic. Due to the lava in the streets, all cars have completely melted away, and so did our roads. Casualty counts are high, but not enough to break last year's record. Better luck next time, folks. The meteor hurricane is coming in full force tonight. The entire buildings are being demolished by the deadly weather, and whatever cars that haven't been lost to the lava have been destroyed beyond repair. Make sure to wear protective gear if you plan on going outside. Now, an update on the search for that evil criminal. Unfortunately, nothing new yet. No leads, no clues, nothing. That's because the whole police department was swallowed up by lava, along with the whole police force. The secret security squad have all climbed onto one lamppost, escaping the flow of heat and fire. But the lamppost is slowly bending over, and they can't last for long. On the downside, we've known the police aren't always reliable, but on the upside, at least our death toll continues to grow. This is great for population control, and with new jobs available, it should help the economy. Then again, I am no economist. What would you want if you won the reward, everyone? Some of you want money, maybe fame. Me, I would want freedom. I want to be able to leave here whenever I want. I want to feel an ocean breeze, feel the heat of lava on my very own skin. Go anywhere and do anything. The reward could be anything. Anything. So work hard and keep searching. Now, an update on Pillbug immigration policy. The votes have all been counted and the act passed immediately. Unfortunately, many children didn't wear proper headgear or lava protection, So they're dead. Thankfully, giant pill bugs were able to eat the bodies of the children while at the same time cleaning our streets. These giant pill bugs are already proving themselves to be valuable members of our community. Let's hear from Mayor Yu on the resounding success of her new act.
God damn it!
That's our mayor. How are the rest of you faring the search for the dangerous criminal, listeners? Even I, your loyal radio host, am doing my best to find this public enemy. I'm trying the hardest I can. I want to make her happy. The reward, I want it so much. I want to go on walks. I could visit forests or beaches. I want to see colors. I want to have a favorite food. If I can find the criminal, I'll make her happy. I'll get that reward.
Do you ever sit down by yourself, alone in the dark, and feel a sudden creeping wave of sadness wash over you? Have you ever been having fun, and then take a moment and realize that this moment, this enjoyable experience, this time, will inevitably end? Do you ever succumb to the spiral of negativity which robs you of your productivity and joy? This station is supported by melancholy. Melancholy, finding you no matter where you are, overwhelming you. Don't bother searching for a place to reply. Melancholy will find you. Also, don't bother trying to unsubscribe. Melancholy will still find you. Melancholy.
Good evening, listeners. The weather tonight is a beautiful blood moon, raining down blood onto the streets and causing chaos. The red moon is high in the sky, illuminating the world beautifully, making it that much easier to search for the dangerous criminal hiding among us. I've been searching just like the rest of you. I've been listening in every home, every building. I've been searching, listening for any sign of the criminal. Wherever you are, you're clever. You're very good at hiding. It's not fair. It must be so easy to hide with your body, with your legs to carry you, with your mouth to spout lies. I want that reward. I want a body. I will find you. I will find you, and I will have a body. I will have a body. I'm tired of just being a voice. You can hide all you want. I will find you. Huh? I found you. You just listening to me, thinking I couldn't see you. I found you. I'm going to tell her where you are. I'm going to have my own body. I found you. I'm going to be a person. I'm going to be a person. I found you. I found you.
We have to go.
Not What She Seems was written by Savannah Hernandez and Natalie Kim, and produced by Geometric Mistakes. The narrator is voiced by Natalie Kim. The radio host and little sister is voiced by Savannah Hernandez. Cedro is voiced by Jimmy Good, and Mayor Yu is voiced by Claire. If you like what we do, please support us on Patreon.